Okay, there we go. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Preenon. I'm the Director of Communications for the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors, and this is our last Breakfast with Benefits of 2024. We will have a lot more coming up in 2025, but thank you all for coming and happy holidays to everyone. We have our friends from Real Greater back. We have Alex Montalente along with Jose Fuentes, and they're going to talk to us today about Facebook strategies for real estate and how that works and how that will help you to be successful in the coming year. So without further ado, Alex or Jose or both, you're on.
Awesome. Good morning,
Thank you.
everybody. How you doing?
Good morning.
Welcome, Don Dwyer. Welcome, Gabriella, and welcome everybody else who's not on video. So I'm going to share with you, this is the last webinar for the year. So I'm going to try to make it the most impactful and make it the biggest difference maker in your business. So what I did for the past 5 to 10 minutes while you were all joining is I Googled each and every one of you that had your name on here, so that I could actually give you actionable insight on how to improve your online presence. I got to say that pretty much everybody that I Googled had some pretty big issues online that I can point out to you. But I will require one thing in order for me to give you recommendations. I do require you to turn on your video so that I can actually engage with you and know that you're present for this call. I know sometimes we join these calls because we're busy, we're in the kitchen, we're doing whatever. But the way that I work is if I'm going to give it all to you, I require your participation as well. Because I go all in. I don't mess around. Your time is valuable. So I want to make sure if you show up for this call, I'm going to give you something that you can actually implement in your business, take action, make it a 2025 that's going to rock and roll. The only person I'll give an exception to is Bob. If you don't want to be on video, I totally get it. You're driving. So I'm all for safety versus participation, but I appreciate that. So thank you everybody for being on the call. I love getting all the videos now. Now it's like a real Zoom room, right? Because for me, looking at a bunch of black screens is very boring. I love seeing faces, engagement, interaction. So the first thing I'll ask you all is I need your permission. You're here to learn. I'm gonna talk about Facebook. I'm gonna talk about online presence. But is anybody not okay with me kind of analyzing publicly your digital presence? Like if I tell you, hey, there's something wrong with your Google business page that you need to fix, are you okay with me exposing that? If anybody's not okay with me exposing that, just let me know in the chat and I won't mention your name. But I just want to be able to say, hey, I looked at your Google business. This is a big problem that you need to fix. And that's really going to help you in your business. Is anybody not okay with that? Just let me know in the chat.
I think everyone's game for it, Alex.
Everybody's game. So just give me a yes in the chat. Say, yeah, I'm all in. And
Yes.
I'll give you everything I can give you in 1 hour.
Okay.
Sound
All right.
good?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so let me share a screen here. And let's go here. Let's go here. All right, you all see my screen okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super.
Yes.
So I'll give you a little bit of background. I've been in the industry for over 23 years. I grew up in Long Island, New York. My mom was a realtor. This is my mom. She started in real estate really early on in the 80s. She came to Romania. She came from Romania in 1968. She started from scratch, left everything behind during communism. My grandfather's factory, their house, literally left everything, started in a factory in Queens, New York at the Staples Swing Line factory. Luckily, she met somebody who was in real estate, said, hey, why don't you get your license? And she did. And thanks to the generous industry that really helped her learn how to do the business, how to do the relationships, how to grow, she was able to become very successful in rentals in Queens, New York. And then she got into residential. And then she started helping people relocate and buy their first home, people who came from Romania or Italy or different countries, buying homes in Long Island, New York. So my mom was super generous woman. I call her the super entrepreneur because I did not start from zero. I'm starting on the heels of her hard work. And she really did it from nothing to retired in Miami. right? So now she's retired in Miami, she's relaxing, but she struggled a lot with technology. So she still struggles with like the television remotes and things like that I go help her with. But in 1999, she had to start putting the listings into the computer. And I don't know how many of you were around when there was just the book. Like my mom was carrying the book of listings, and that's how she did real estate. Then suddenly it's like, no, you have to put the listing into the MLS. And she's like, I don't know computers, Alex. How does this work? So I literally came home and saw her freaking out, crying, saying, I need to pay the bills. I'm a single mom. She was a single mom raising me and my brother, and she had to pay the bills. And it's like, how do I get a listing into a computer that I don't know how to use? So I started doing her digital marketing. I started helping her put the listings in the computer, and she closed the biggest deal of her life. It was an $80,000 commission check for a commercial property that we did a digital marketing campaign on. And that's when I was like, wow, realtors make a lot of money. I don't want to be a realtor even though I got licensed, but I can help a lot of realtors bridge the gap with all this technology stuff. So fast forward to today, we now are a company that serves over 50,000 agents in the country. We do digital marketing systems. We're partnered with all the biggest companies, and the National Association of Realtors invested in our company this year. So that was a big validation for me. Like, wow, I've been in the industry this long that the NAR actually said, wow, we want to help you help more realtors. And here's the big thing why I'm talking about Facebook today is that NAR did a survey and said, where do the highest quality leads come from? 54% said social media, right? So that should tell you something like, wow, there's a lot of business being done on social media, but a lot of realtors may not be doing it because they don't know how. It's overwhelming. It takes time. I mean, how many people on this call feel like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok is overwhelming? Or how many of you feel like you've got this totally dialed in? I mean, I rarely see people say they got it totally dialed in, not even myself. But let me know in the chat, how many of you feel like it's like digital chaos or disorganization, overwhelm, or is it like, no, I've got this dialed? Yeah, Valerie says very overwhelming. And the more participation, the better for me. So just keep dropping stuff in the chat. Lets me know you're all playing the game. Yeah, Gabriella says overwhelming. So my goal today is to make it as much as I can less overwhelming, right? How can I make it simple for you where you can actually do something with this and have it work for your business? And I'm confident that I think I can do that for each and every one of you today because I do a lot of trainings. So I'm going to talk about the power of Facebook. And why Facebook? First of all, Facebook is not just about leads. And I'll share with you a little personally, for me, the love of my life, I found on Facebook. Right? So that's pretty game changing right there, right? I did not expect that. I wasn't looking for that. It just kind of happened. Somebody on Facebook, I'll tell you the story in a little bit. I found investors on Facebook, literally realtors like you that Facebook messaged me and said, I want to invest in your company. And I closed the whole deal through Facebook. I found business partnerships through Facebook. I've got referrals like crazy through Facebook. And I know all of you can get referrals from Facebook because I have realtors that do it all the time. And friendships, right? I mean, that's what it's about. Facebook's about friendships. So, I mean, yeah, there's the inauthentic friendships that exist on Facebook, the fake friendships, but then there's also real friendships that do exist thanks to Facebook keeping us connected. So first, I'm going to talk about Facebook and relationships. Interesting story. And Jose, do you have anything you want to add? I want to also introduce Jose. So Jose Fuentes is on the call with us. Jose Googles realtors all day long. So he's a national speaker. He speaks at all of our events. He goes online. He can Google any of you, and he'll offer all of you a complimentary digital audit where he actually analyzes your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, and tells you what to improve. That's one of the benefits of our company with the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors.
Yeah, I mean, after doing this for so long and doing it daily from beginning of the day until the end of the day, I've kind of gotten this general consensus that, most agents that struggle with this side of the business isn't because, they don't want to be on it. It's just like what you mentioned, it's overwhelming, it's too time consuming. And what happens is they sit down to try to, improve on some of these areas, and then the phone starts ringing and they just have to abandon it, and then nothing ends up getting done. So, I'm so happy that we're here to close out the year and just, give them the information that they need so that they can set themselves up for 2025 to really take advantage of all of these leads that are being, captured through social media. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting a piece of the pie as well. So I'm excited. I've got my coffee in my hand. I'm caffeinated. Let's get right into it.
Awesome. And yeah, I come across as very serious because I'm serious about your business, but I'm a fun guy too.
Yeah.
My team always like, you have to smile, Alex, because like you're so serious. It's like, yeah, I'm so passionate about this that I just want you to get the most out of this, right? That's why I tell you all to turn on your videos. So I love that Don said I closed a deal with a former employee from 20 years prior. She found me on Facebook. That's the kind of stuff that I want to happen for all of you. And I'm going to show you something today that'll turn that on, where old acquaintances might show up on your Facebook, and some of you say, well, I don't want that, but some of that might turn into business too, right? So here's what happened for me. I'm sitting there on Facebook 5 years ago in the middle of, I was basically closing out getting divorced. And that was tough. 10 years of married, 2 kids, and I'm on Facebook, and my wife has already moved on, and we're just closing out the paperwork, and I'm depressed, right? I'm just scrolling Facebook hopelessly, and I see this woman who's a friend of one of my friends, and the woman on the left, Valeria, and I friend request her. Just totally random, right? Not stalking or anything. And then I send her a message, very honest, like, hey, I'd love to get together. I have 2 kids. I'm in the middle of divorce, just being totally honest with you, but something said I should send a click over to you. And she responds, and now here we are. This is 3 years later together. And here we are 5 years later with our blended family. Turns out she was getting divorced too, 10-year marriage, had a daughter. I have 2 daughters, and now we live together with all 3 of our daughters. This was a life-changing Facebook click, right? Like, did not expect this would happen. Wasn't like I was out there like, oh, I want to get married and start over. And this just happened on Facebook. So just sharing, like, you never know what might happen with your relationships on Facebook. And this was one that I'm very, very grateful for.
Sorry, Alex, before you move on, I
Yeah.
just, something that stuck out to me, and, I've heard you say this story multiple times, but what I really just got present to, it's putting yourself out there can, mean the world of a difference. Like if you would have been shy and not sent that DM and not put yourself out there, this probably would have never happened. And I think that's probably the main reason why a lot of folks aren't on social media, they aren't doing videos, is they're scared of putting themselves out there, right? So I just wanted to put that, as a segue into what we're going to talk about right now.
Yep. Like they say, if you don't ask, you don't receive, right?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
So one thing I want to share with you all is you're all sitting on a database. Like all of you have contacts in your phone, you've got a sphere, you've got people you've worked with, people you've connected with, but there's a really good chance that majority of you do not go look for those people on Facebook. You don't look for those people on LinkedIn. You don't look for those people on Instagram. And a lot of the times we look at our database and we call it a database. My good friend Alan Dalton, former CEO of Realtor.com, says it shouldn't be a database, it should be a client base, right? And if they're clients for life. And if they're clients for life, that means they're relationships you want to keep. And if they're relationships you want to keep, that means you want to keep those relationships on social media too. That's a good way to stay in touch with them. So I invite you all to consider that from moving forward, rather than getting somebody's phone number and address and putting them in your database, what if you actually found them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram? Whatever is your profile, right? And you start connecting with those people. Fast forward a year from now, you'll have way more connections on social media. Does that make sense? So here's the deal with social media. Facebook started in 2004. Facebook ads started in 2007. Business profiles started in 2007. Facebook groups started in 2010. Facebook buys Instagram in 2012. And then Facebook Messenger gets launched in 2017. Why I'm sharing with you that is that Facebook saw Instagram as a huge opportunity, and that's why the two are so connected. So when you're doing Facebook stuff, you're also kind of connected to what's called the Meta, because Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. Just want to give you some background on that.
Yeah.
Now, Facebook has generated a ridiculous amount of revenue, right? And it's got lots of advantages. Easy social media connections, it's easy to post, data analytics, multiple advertising opportunities. But 93% of realtors are not optimized with their Facebook, Google, and social media presence. And yet everyone Googles realtors, and sometimes they look you up on Facebook too. And now, more than ever, with buying agreements and showing agreements, realtors are going and doing research about you. They're searching and evaluating the real estate agent. So this is where I'll pause for a second and just show you. I went and Googled a few people on this call. Let's see who we got. So Maria Belmonte, right? So Maria, you're at Houlihan Lawrence, right? So this is what shows up when I Google you, okay? Now, the first impression is one review on Zillow. I don't see any reviews on Google, and I don't find your Facebook page kind of towards the top, but I do find it down here, right? And that's not you, right? Or is that you? Not you, right? So basically, if I search for you, I'm not seeing a very strong digital presence, right? And ideally, that's what I'd want to see. I mean, if I click on the first link, this is is this yours?
Yes.
Yes. So this is great that she's got branding on the top, but there's no reviews or recommendations. So you're not going to, even though I can feel that you're an experienced agent, and I'm pretty sure you are, it doesn't look like it
28
online.
years.
What's that?
28 years.
28 years, right? So this is what kills me, because I mean, it's the same thing with my mom. It's like, you're an experienced agent. I'm sure I could trust you within my transactions. Yet if I Googled you, I'm not getting that feeling. Right? I should get the warm and fuzzies when I go on Google and be like, oh wow, she's got 25 reviews. She's got 25 reviews on Zillow at least. And she's got a bunch on realtor.com. So that's one thing that you really want to look at is how do we get your Google business to show up here? How do we get you 5-star reviews? How do we get your Facebook to show up? How do we make sure your branding is the same across the board? Right? If I click on your Zillow profile, I'm seeing one review, even though you've got a lot of transactions, right? Total of 125 sales, but you're not showing up as a trusted professional to the average consumer, right? Now, if I met you face to face, I'm sure you got plenty to tell me about, but I'm not necessarily going to meet you face to face. I might meet you online first.
Right.
Okay. What's your biggest takeaway from that?
Get all this corrected.
Exactly. Right. And I'll talk about how to help with that. So I just want to pop into another one. So Joseph Pavone. Joseph, are you okay with that, with me giving you a little feedback here?
Sure. Yes.
Awesome. So
Thank you.
similar deal, like I'm not seeing a strong presence. I should see your Google business page. And for everybody, what that looks like, it would look like something like this. Like if I look up Linda Skolnick, boom, I see her Google business page with 39 5-star reviews and her headshot. So I have that instant credibility, right? I Google her, she's a realtor, I get it. She's got 39 reviews, they're 5-star. I see her products, her listings, I see her social media, everything checks out. And if we look here, we're not getting that same feeling, right?
Right. Right.
I'll take a few more just to give you examples. Valerie D'Amico. So Valerie, on the other hand, does have a Google business page, right? But it's got a picture of a bridge. So we definitely want that to be your headshot because people relate to people.
Mm.
And we want to increase the reviews, right? And we want to make sure that all your social media are showing up here because I see some of them. And then if I click on your realtor.com, which is the first thing I see, great headshot. Okay, you've got a logo, but you can add your phone number and stuff here. And then you want to get reviews. Now for realtor.com, all of you can copy your reviews from anywhere and literally paste them into realtor.com recommendations. You don't need your customers to do that. And for Google, you don't need to ask your clients only. You could literally ask anybody. Like each of you could give each other a review if you knew each other or wanted to. So what's your biggest takeaway, Valerie?
Definitely need to get a photo on my Google. I actually focused more on my company page than my personal page. So if you go into D'Amico Group Real Estate, you'll see 130 reviews there. Now I just got to get
Nice.
everyone who wrote a review for me there to probably go into my personal page. Yeah, if you just go, it's just D'Amico Group without the Valerie. Yeah.
Got it. So quick fix for you on that is
Mhm.
just add your name at the end of this and it'll start to show up for your name.
Okay.
So do D'Amico Group Real Estate space dash space Valerie D'Amico.
Okay.
Just like you kind of did this the reverse here, you flip the reverse here. And I
Mm.
would probably just kill the second one. I mean, if you got on a call with me, I'll tell you more. But I would probably kill the second one since it only has one and just focus on this being your main one since it has 130 and make sure that people find you either way.
Wonderful.
Now, why am I bringing up all this Google stuff is because if they go check you out on Facebook, for sure they're going to Google you too. If they find you on Facebook and you friend request them, chances are they're going to be like, who's this person friend requesting me? And then they're going to go check you out. And that's why you got to have that solid digital presence. So how do you manage all this while doing the business of real estate? That's the tough thing, right? And these are the biggest mistakes that we see for realtors online. And I mean, I pointed out a few of them, but Jose will offer you all to go a little deeper and provide you a complimentary digital audit. We normally charge for those, by the way, but I'm going to let him do it complimentary because we love Hudson Gateway. We do webinars every month with them. So here's the biggest mistakes: inconsistent social media, lack of branding, broken links and outdated information, inappropriate or negative content, missing profiles like no Google business page, duplicate profiles like 2 Facebook pages, 2 LinkedIn, or the data is not synchronized, like you did 50 transactions, but Zillow says 0 deals. These are the kind of things that literally can hurt your business, and you wouldn't even know it because they won't call you to tell you. They'll just Google you and then not call you. Does that make sense? So first thing I want to offer to all of you, it's $129 value. We usually charge $29 because a lot of people cancel their appointments with us because we get it, they're busy. But I am going to offer this complimentary one last time this year. So if you want to schedule with Jose and do a 20-minute deep dive where he analyzes all your profiles, Jose, if you could put your link to your calendar in the chat, any of you can schedule a time with him with his soonest availability, and that'll be a complimentary digital audit.
All right.
And that's important because if you don't know where you stand, you don't know how to fix it, right? And we're really good at finding out where you stand across all these platforms. So I'll give you all a moment to do that. Once you click on the link and schedules, just say I scheduled, so I know who took action on that, see who our action takers are.
Let's see.
Where am I looking for that?
In the Zoom chat.
Oh. I'm not seeing, let me see. Oh, there I am. Here we go.
Yeah, so once you click on that link, just pick a day and time that that works best for you, and we'll jump on and take a look at all of your profiles. And if anyone's having issues with the link, let me know. I can text it to you.
All right, in a second, I'll get into the Facebook tools and the strategies that we're gonna look at today, things that you can actually implement. But I just want to make sure you all get an opportunity to grab a digital audit. I know it's going to be valuable for you.
All right, I got Don, Valerie. So it looks like everyone got the link, and they're all scheduling their calls now.
Awesome. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to do what's called the anatomy of Facebook. A lot of the times you're all expected to use Facebook and kind of know how it works. But I find that most people, if I ask you, do you know how Facebook really works? Most people say no. So on a mobile device, if you were to open up Facebook, this is what the home screen will look like, right? And the first thing it'll ask you is, hey, what's on your mind? And this is where you can post. And I'm going to show you how to post and what are the most effective ways to post, because a lot of times we don't know what to post. On the top right-hand side is the messenger, and the messenger lets you see and send messages directly to people. This is a huge tool that most agents don't use. In fact, if you were going to comment on a Facebook post of somebody, or you were going to like it, my recommendation is to skip that step and go and send a direct message. Because the direct message will show up in their box, and rarely do people send direct messages. So you want to do what everybody else is not doing, right? So imagine you send somebody a message to say, hey, I saw your post on Facebook, but I wanted to send you a direct message. That's going to get them to respond to you versus them just observing your like or comment and going, okay, great, another like and comment. So if you really want to build relationships, you all know how to build relationships, right? You pick up the phone. We could text, but maybe it's not as effective. So what's the most effective way to build relationships on Facebook? It's not to like and comment. That's cute. Everybody does it. It's to actually send a direct message. And the best example I can give you is, it's my birthday. Let's pretend today was my birthday, and I get 214 comments on my timeline. Happy birthday, Alex. Happy birthday, Alex. Happy birthday. And I get likes and I get comments. But only 5 people sent me a direct message. Who do you think I'm more likely to respond to? The 5 people that sent me a direct message, or the 214 people that commented on my wall?
One step responded.
The ones that sent me a direct message, right? So it's the same thing throughout the other 365 days of the year. People are going to engage with your direct messages versus your comments and likes. So if you want to stand out in the ocean of people, that's the shortcut. Now over here, these little vertical things, these are called stories. Stories are just like Instagram stories, but these are Facebook stories. And in here, you can post videos, images, music, all kinds of stuff. It's just a more animated way to create a post. And what's nice about stories is they're always on top. What's not nice about stories is that they go away in 24 hours, right? So for most of you, it may be a waste of time. If you're not using that much Facebook, stories might be a lot of work. What would be more effective is direct messaging, creating posts, and then doing Instagram Reels. Those are more effective. I'm just trying to save you all time, because I know for all of you, you're not going to do all of this. So it's like, what can I actually do that'll make a difference for my business? For most of you, creating content isn't going to be your thing, right? You didn't get in the business to be content creators. You got in the business to be in the relationship business. So if I was to look at Facebook, what's going to develop relationships the most? It's going to be commenting or messaging people versus creating content. You're probably better off hiring a company to just post for you, but then you do the personal part of sending messages to people, right? Engaging with their content, commenting on their content, sending them messages about their content. Does everybody understand that? If this is too advanced, let me know, but I'm just trying to make it pretty clear what's going to get you the most results. What's your biggest takeaway, Don, so far? I see you taking notes over there. All right, you're very present.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I have a lot of takeaways. My greatest takeaway is that I have a lot of work to do.
That I can help you with if you need help. But yeah, there is a lot of work to do, but let's also be careful where we put our focus, right? Because we could go in 100 different directions, but at the end of the day, if we pick up 1 or 2 or 3 things that we implement, that'll probably make the biggest difference.
Absolutely.
So moving down here, you're always going to see posts, and this is where people get lost. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling the posts, and then an hour goes by and we haven't got any work done, right? So I invite you that if you're doing that, you're probably procrastinating what you need to get done. However, what you could do is look at the posts that are there and then send direct messages to your clients' posts, or send direct messages to the people that you want to really engage with in your business. That's going to be the highest and best use of your time. Down on the bottom, you have a navigation, and there's a home button that's going to take you back to the feed. There's a video button where you can see everybody's videos. There's something that looks like a business, like a marketplace. That's marketplace. That's where you can even see properties. Then there's people, where you can search for people. Then there's notifications. Now moving to your account, if you click on the little photo on the bottom right-hand side of your account, this is where you're going to see your account and all of your shortcuts, all the Facebook groups that you're a part of, all the memories that you've saved from Facebook, all the videos, all your friends, all the events. And most people don't even go visit this page, but it's a pretty useful page. On the top is where you can search for things. And this is where you toggle between your accounts. Some of you always ask me, hey, how do I move between my Facebook business and my Facebook personal? Well, you click on my account, and then here is where you toggle. That's my Facebook business. That's my Facebook personal. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the three most important pages on Facebook is, one, the feed, where you're going to post. The second one is the My Account. And the third one is the notifications, where you're going to see where people commented, liked, friend requested you, etc. And you want to make sure that you accept people's requests, because they're actually trying to connect with you. You also have Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, and Facebook videos. This is where you're going to spend less time, but they are kind of cool things to know about. Facebook groups is where you can join people's groups and make more connections. Facebook Marketplace is where you can post properties or look for properties. And Facebook videos is just another place to go scroll, really. So let's talk about posting first. When you're posting, you have this big bar that says, what's on your mind, Alex? And you can post. And what does it let you post? It lets you post photos and videos, how you're feeling, life events, live videos. You can check in, you can tag people, you can post gifts, you can raise money, right? And here's the easiest and best way for you all to post. I'm going to save you a lot of time right now. Ready? Instead of going and getting really, really creative and spending a lot of time, if you're not a content creator, all you're going to do is use this little color thing, select a background color, and write a post. And you could do something like this. What is your favorite book of all time? You know how many people would love to tell you what their favorite book is? I bet this post alone will get you way more engagement than anything else that you do, right? Or what is your favorite city to travel to? Or when is the last time you moved, right? But rather than focusing on creating complex graphics and videos and all kinds of crazy stuff, this is getting the most engagement for even the top influencers right now. And this is the simplest way to post. You just pick a background color and you write a question. I invite you to try that. It'll probably be the highest engaging post you've ever done, unless you're really, really into social media, right? But this is like what all the big players are doing now, and it's just getting so much engagement. A nice, simple question. And don't always focus on real estate, because not everybody wants to talk about real estate every day, right? So, I mean, good questions are like, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite local restaurant? I'm working on a directory of local restaurants. What's your favorite local restaurant in Westchester, right? How many times in your life have you moved? People love answering like quiz questions like that. This is what Facebook looks like on a desktop computer. So very similar, except you're going to have more to see, more options to see on the right and left-hand side. This is Facebook videos, the watch area. Most of you are not going to spend too much time here, but I'm just telling you about it. This is Facebook Marketplace. Notice there are properties here being listed. So you can go create a new listing for any property. And if you want to get exposure for your sellers, I do recommend using this tool. It has a really wide audience. And it also tells your sellers that you're doing something extra. Has anybody done Facebook Marketplace for properties? Let me know in the chat. Maria says yes. Awesome. Yeah, you're basically taking advantage of the entire Facebook audience. Plus, it's a nice thing to tell your seller. And sometimes your seller can share the listing as well, or your homeowner. Facebook groups are a great thing to join. Facebook games is a great place to spend a lot of time. And then Facebook events is another great tool. So here's how you use Facebook events. You create an open house event, right? Now, here's the biggest thing you do with an open house event. Make the homeowner a co-host. Why do you want to do that? Because the homeowner has neighbors. And if the homeowner is sharing your open house event, everybody in the neighborhood will know about it. And guess what? People like to invite people to their neighborhood. They know who wants to move to the neighborhood. In fact, when I sold my house in Long Island, my next door neighbor bought it. Right? So do you think the homeowner would give you good access? Here's an easy way to give the homeowner a way to share the open house. Right? You create an open house, make the homeowner a co-host on the event, and boom. And of course, you'd have to be friends with that homeowner already on Facebook. Has anybody done that? Created an open house event or had the homeowner co-host the open house event?
No.
Cool. So that's a new strategy that you can implement. I wrote this Facebook guidebook on everything Facebook, specifically for real estate. I'm going to give it to you all complimentary. And I wrote all of these 8 guidebooks as well. How to use Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, Realtor, Zillow, Homes, Instagram. It's 252 pages of PDFs. If you want the guidebooks, I'm also going to give you the AI tools that I recommend, because I think that'll be useful. And I'm going to give you a complimentary version of our digital card, which is also a website. So I'm giving you a free website, free digital card, free guidebooks, and a free AI tools. There's no catch. It's just the easiest way for me to send it to you. You just text the word free to this phone number, and it'll automatically send you back those 4 links, or those 3 links, sorry. It's just 3 links. So you can do that now if you'd like. Very simple. You just take out your phone, you create a text message, text the word free to 516-400-4161. It'll ask you for some basic information and instantly will send you those 3 links. It's a really cool technology. I'll give you a moment to do that. Once you've done that, say I did it and I got the links, just so everybody knows that I'm not joking around. Like, it really does send you the links right away.
Let's see. All right, we got one that came in already. Gabriella said it didn't go through. So once
Just
you
make
text
sure
that
you're using
number,
the
make
right-
sure you add yourself.
Yeah, once you text free to that number, it'll say, hey there, it's Real Grader. We got your message. Click the link and add yourself. And once that happens, then you get the links. Awesome. Don got the links. Marjorie got the links. And I do have a backup plan just in case sometimes people have difficulty with this. I do have a backup plan. Joseph got it. Awesome. So Maria, if you're having any difficulty, just email hello@realgrader.com and put HGAR in the subject line, and I'll make sure my team sends you the links. Sound good? Awesome. I'll keep moving here. Also, if you want to be on my list for trainings, I do complimentary trainings every Friday on different subjects. This Friday, we're doing listing presentations, talking about how to build a solid listing presentation. If you want to be on the training list, just text training to that same number and we'll make sure you're added to the list. And here's 5 easy ways to master your Facebook, okay? Way number 1, upload a new headshot. Why is this important? It's called Facebook. So the biggest thing that triggers Facebook is your face. When you change your headshot on Facebook, it actually announces to your entire world that you've uploaded a new headshot, right? You always see when somebody uploads a new headshot and you see how many comments come in on that headshot. So here's the trick. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This one technique has generated listing appointments for my clients. Okay. They've closed deals just from this one technique. I had a brand new agent do this and she got her first listing from this. So I'll show you how to do it. There's a specific way to do it. And Valerie says, how often should you do it? You could do it every 3 months, I would say. You don't want to do it all the time, but it's kind of like it wakes up the algorithm every 3 months. But wait for how I tell you to do it, because there's one specific thing. You also want to upload a new banner, and that banner should have your contact information on it, right? So we saw Maria had a really nice banner. I think Valerie had a nice banner as well. Those banners are important because that's going to tell people that you're a realtor, right? A lot of the times we just have a picture of like a lake or a picture of a house. That doesn't tell them you're a realtor. You're going to want to make sure you block time for social media. Many of you block time for prospecting. You block time for calling your clients. You block time for contracts, but you don't block time like 15 minutes to just engage with your people on social media. Yeah, it's definitely for Valerie for posting the photo. It's on both, but we're going to focus on the personal page for today because that's the one that's going to give you the highest impact. You're going to want to use attractive imagery when you post. Where do you get attractive imagery? Canva. Everybody's using Canva. So at this point, it's just become like the standard. Canva is going to give you templates on how to post. You don't have to get that creative anymore. Don't start images from scratch. That would be like crazy. That'd be like trying to cut a coconut open without a machete. Like, not going to happen. Engage, DM, and ask questions. So what do I mean by that? DM people is direct message. Engage means engage with your clients, and ask questions when you post. Those are the 3 highest ways to create engagement. Now, this is a new banner that I posted for myself, and that's a new headshot I posted. I got so many comments on both of these. I'm going to show you what to do with this, though. Let's say you're going to go update your headshot. So I click on the little camera next to my headshot. I upload a new headshot, and then I say, I have not updated my photo in a while. How are you all doing? Something to that effect. So don't just update your headshot, because that's not enough. You have to pose a question so that people comment. And I'm telling you, you will get like 30 to 80 to 200 comments from people that you haven't spoken to in a long time. And then once you do get those comments, it's your job to reply to each and every one of them, and then take it one step further and send them each a direct message. Thanks for commenting on my photo. It's been a while. What are you up to these days? You know how to start conversations, right? Well, you just started a lot of conversations with a lot of people by updating your headshot. And I'm going to show you here. This is Ernest. Ernest did exactly what I said. Hey, Facebook friends, I haven't been on in a while. I'm back. I've been working on my new business. How are you doing? And Ernest got right here. Cedric says, thanks. We should grab lunch sometime. That turned into a listing appointment. Okay. That's all I'm talking about. Very simple. You're awakening your database, which is kind of like a database because you're not engaging with those people, and you're waking it up, and then you're starting to have conversations with them. And you want to take those conversations offline into direct messenger so that you can have a more engaging conversation. Right? Does everybody get how that works?
Yeah.
Any questions on that? Because this alone could generate some business for you for 2025. And by the way, if you do get a listing out of this, please reach back out to me and let me know so I can share the story, because people don't believe me on this, but I have a lot of stories on this. Literally, my friend Carla, she launched a brand new brokerage, got her license. This is the first thing she did. She got her very first $1 million listing from this. Straight from Facebook, straight from a headshot image upload. I was like, this is awesome. And I've got like 10, at least 10 stories like that. But you have to follow those steps. Facebook personal is where relationships get built. Facebook business is where they subscribe and listen to your posts. But you all want to use both. We've been trained as realtors to only post on Facebook business because like, oh, only put your business on the business page. Doesn't mean you should post your listings on your personal, but you're going to build your relationships on your personal, and you're going to hint that you are a realtor on your personal, right? But that's where the relationships are getting built. The biggest influencers are leveraging their Facebook personal accounts to do business. They're just not always screaming, here's my listing. That's how you turn people off, right? If it's like listing, under contract, sold. If you're one of those realtors that's just posting that all the time, please stop. We don't like it. We want to get to know you, right? Like we do business with you. I want to get to know Joseph. I want to get to know Don. I want to get to know Valerie. I don't want to get to know your listings. I get that you have listings, but I do business with you. I don't do business with your listings, right? The biggest thing missing on social media is you at the end of the day. Facebook business pages, they're great. They should have digital marketing banners like this. This is the #1 Remax team in the world. We did this banner for him. We optimized all his digital profiles, and he thought he was totally dialed in. We cleaned up his online presence pretty good as well. This is Ernest Chi with his banner. So notice the banners always have like contact information, some branding. That's what you want to do. And you can do that in Canva. You can always hire our company to do it as well. But this is what you want to look like. This is me and my team. Every once in a while, you can change up your banner, but for the most part, it should look professional, right? You have a navigation here about you got to make sure that your about is up to date. If you're leaving old businesses you worked for, that's going to tell somebody that you're a part-time agent, right? And they don't want to see that. They want to see somebody that's all in. Your friends can be searched for here. And the goal is to get up to 5,000 friends. That's like the big goal, because that's the maximum. Keep moving along here to save you time. Facebook groups. In Westchester, there is a tremendous amount of groups, right? If you're in the surrounding areas, look for local area groups to join. And when you get in the group, don't post your listings in there again. I see that happen a lot. Go in there and provide value. Share with the local residents. This is a great park that I think you should all check out. It just opened. Provide a few points of value. It'll build credibility for you as a local expert. And then you can go friend request everybody in the group. And that's going to give you connections to all the local people. That's literally how I built my social media presence. Is I went into groups and I started friend requesting people after I shared a little bit and provided a little bit of value. If you come in there just trying to get business, it's going to be, people smell that a mile away. This is a great Facebook group to join for realtors called Lab Coat Agents. If you're not currently part of that group, this is a really solid group of realtors, 165,000 realtors in here. They tell you what the best technologies to use are. Awesome group run by one of our shareholders, Tristan Ahumada and Nick Baldwin. That's Tristan. Facebook ads, I warn you all, be careful. Okay, Facebook ads, if they're not done properly, you can waste a lot of money. You can burn a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you're going to do Facebook ads, I recommend hiring a professional consultant. I don't necessarily recommend doing it yourself. I've seen people lose a lot of money on that. So just be careful with that. Boosting posts is great to tell your sellers, but it doesn't generally produce a lot of results. and I get mixed thoughts on that, but I mean, I've done a lot of research. The best thing is if you're going to do a Facebook ad campaign is really to hire a professional, not, you can't dabble when it comes to Facebook ads because your credit card is on file. So you're getting hit with every click. And finally, getting Google reviews is a really big deal. So make sure you have a QR code, that you've got a link. Our digital card has a shortcut to that. And the last thing I'll ask you, well, before we go there, what was your biggest takeaway so far? Feel free to take yourself off the mic, or put yourself live, or put it in the chat. Just love to hear, what's your biggest takeaway? What's something you're going to implement? Maybe your top 1 or 2.
Well, I
Joseph.
just posted my open house on Facebook, and I'm excited about the results for that because I feel
Nice.
like I missed out. And sometimes we just put it on the MLS and kind of get lazy. So this is really great. And I realized that we do need an audit because social media is huge and everyone's engaging. Everyone looks at social media every day. So why not be as strong as you can and have a strong presence? So I'm excited for the follow-up meeting.
Awesome. Great stuff. Joseph says lots of unused potential. Marjorie says change my photo and DM. Awesome. Cool. So here's what I'll offer you in the last 5 minutes here is, if you need help with all of this, this is literally what our company does. So if you do the audit with us and at that point you say, hey, I don't want to do all this stuff, can you guys do it? Yes, we do it. We've done it for over 25,000 agents. We build out your Google business page properly, your Facebook business, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Realtor, your Zillow, your Homes.com. That's called a digital optimization service. If you schedule time with Jose, he can share more about that. The other thing that I want to share with you all on the social media side is we've got a program called Influencer. So if you want to stick around and learn about this, this is your opportunity. The education part is kind of over. This is where I can offer you a solution. So my solution is called the Influencer Platform. We've got thousands of agents on this platform where we literally are posting for you on all 5 platforms every single day. And we are giving you an AI tool so you can create unlimited content using AI. And we're giving you training 5 days a week. And we're giving you a digital card to help you get reviews. So what does that look like is we literally connect your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google business, your LinkedIn, and your YouTube. And we've got content that we pre-create for the month. And our agents love this content because it's highly professional content with engaging questions, with catch hooks, with hashtags, like the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
This is an example of Joyce. These are all the posts that we're putting out for her. She's over in Hawaii, imagine, and she's still, this content works great for her, right? We also optimized all of her digital platforms. We created these banners for her. And this is what we have to offer you. If you want an AI content creation tool like ChatGPT, except in ChatGPT, all you're going to get is the content. With our tool, we're leveraging ChatGPT, but then we're giving you the access to directly post from one place on all 5 of these. So imagine you create a post, and I'll demo it for you to show you how cool it is. And it automatically goes out here. Then we're automatically posting content every single day for you. We're doing daily posts on all 5 platforms and weekly videos, Reels and Shorts. So YouTube is covered once a week, Instagram Reels is covered once a week, and then posts are covered every single day. Then we're giving you a digital business card that helps you get Google reviews, and we train you on how to get more Google reviews. Our clients get like 11 to 20 reviews every 2 weeks. So that's a pretty big jump for many of you. And we have live Zoom trainings and expert trainings with me every Friday. And you get all the recordings. So you can leverage our experts. We have these as our training schedule. Monday through Friday, you can jump on Zoom on video, ask questions live. This happens every week for our clients. Every single day, you can use as much of this as you want. I know some of you are busy. You're not going to have time for all of these, but you might want to jump in from time to time. We're going to give you all of our guidebooks, all of our training, all of our ebooks. We're going to give you a starter course on all 8 of these platforms. We're going to give you a tool to get more reviews, which is our digital business card. All your contacts will get saved in one place. It has automatic social media lookup. So let's say you meet somebody at an open house, they fill this in, you'll be able to look them up instantly on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Google. So then you can connect with them on LinkedIn or connect with them on Facebook or connect with them on Instagram. It helps you get reviews because we have a QR code and we've got a direct shareable textable link straight to your 5-star reviews. Monica got 22 reviews in 11 days. Anna Benavides is up to 140 reviews right now using this digital card. She's like one of our top users. She uses it at seminars. She's like, here, like I got 5 new reviews and made my phone ring. I got a new listing appointment. So she's really cranking. It leverages our AI. So I just want to show you the AI. I just want to show you really the power of AI. Whether you do the program or not, I just want you to know what AI can do for you all. So check this out. So I'm going to log into Anna Benavides' account. So if you do sign up for our program, you get an account like this. And in this account, you have access to everything. All the trainings, all the programs. And then if we go here, we go manage your posts. And here you can see that Anna has her Facebook connected, her Instagram, her LinkedIn, her YouTube, and her Google. So whenever she posts from one place and it goes everywhere. That's such a time saver. Imagine having to go to Facebook, then Instagram, then LinkedIn, then YouTube. Many of you are not going to do that, right? So we're giving you one place to do it. We're posting for you every day. But let's say Anna has a new listing or she wants to post something. She comes in here. This is called Social Cloud. She goes create content, create a post, and it's automatically connected to all 6 of her accounts, right? And now she goes, I want to create a post. She can either use Canva or she can use one of our images. Let's say she wants to use a house. Boom, she likes this house. She adds the image. She can watermark it with her logo. And then she can use the AI to write a caption. Watch this. I'm going to create a funny post. I want 3 versions of the post. And I go, write a post about why you should buy in Westchester, New York, and comment DM to get a list of properties in your price range. And look at all the spelling errors, right? Because AI doesn't care. And I go turn on emojis, turn on hashtags, generate captions. Watch what the AI creates. Are you tired of being a couch potato? And this is the funny post, right? Are you tired of being a couch potato in your current apartment? It might be time to say hello to Westchester, New York. Imagine trading your view of a brick wall for a picturesque landscape complete with tree-lined streets and charming neighborhoods. Plus, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away from NYC. Perfect for when you want to escape the hustle and bustle, but still have access to all the pizza slices you desire. Why Westchester? Well, aside from having more green than your average Shrek, you've got stellar schools, an array of parks for those I swear I love exercise moments, and enough food options to make you feel like a true culinary explorer. DM us to get a list of properties in your price range and become a Westchester local faster than you can say, curb your something, I can't read it right now. Hashtag Westchester living, hashtag keep it local, hashtag home sweet home. Is that pretty wild? And that's a funny post, right? You can do a serious post, you can do an exciting post, you can copy and paste the description from your listing. And let's say you like that one, you select it, and it just generated the entire post for you. And you can post it now, or you can schedule it for later. And you can use this tool unlimited for those of you that want to post. And if you're somebody who doesn't want to post, well, we've got all of these posts going out every single day for you. So that's the power of AI, is like AI can generate for you so that you're not sitting there going, do I have a spelling error? Is this a good post? I don't know if I should post this, right? What hashtag should I use? What emoji should I use? We could save so much time just by doing that.
Huge time saver.
So back over here, if this is something you're interested in, you can leverage the AI. The total value of this program is $10,000 a year. That's not what we're charging though, don't worry. Anna over here, she's getting posts going out every day on Google. She has posts going out every day on Facebook, every day on Instagram, every day on LinkedIn. She has reels going out and YouTube shorts going out every week. So these are her Instagram reels. These are her YouTube shorts. She's got this digital card, which is a $200 value. And the online price, if you go on our website, is $197 a month. And what I'm offering all of you, you can either pay $97 a month, no commitment, no contract, and use our software and use our training and really take it to the next level, or you can do $970 for the year and prepay and save 2 months. So this is really the most affordable deal I've ever put together because the technology is finally at a place where I can offer it at this price, right? You've got AI, you've got social media, you've got training and support, you've got everything ready to go. If this is something you're interested in, you want to press the easy button, just text HGAR to that phone number and we'll send you the link, or you can reach out to Jose directly.
And what I'll do here is I'm going to put my calendar link one more time for anyone that may have missed it the first time. And if you want to get any questions answered before moving forward, just make sure to grab a slot on my calendar. Just posted it right now.
And just curious, I'll ask, let's use Don, for example. Don, if you were to use a program like this for the next year, do you think it would make a difference for your business?
No question at all.
Question at all, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea is like, sometimes we have to stay in our lane, right? Like as realtors, we have to stay in the lane of we're in the relationship business. My mom didn't want to be a Facebook guru. That's why she hired me, right? Like at the end of the day, when I want to list my home, I don't go and try to list it on my own. I go and use a realtor. And actually, I'll be the first to admit, the first time I listed my home for sale, I tried to list it on my own and I lost the most amount of money I've ever lost in my life. Right? So I will never do that again. So I'm just putting it out there like, we're here to support you. We do webinars every single month with HGAR. If you want to reach out to Jose, this isn't a pressure sale. It's like reach out, have a call with him. But this is something that I believe is a game changer for all of you, because now you're going to be relevant. Now you're going to get more Google reviews. Now you're going to have social media content going out every day. And it really takes it to the next level. Any questions?
I think everyone might be trying to digest all the information.
How many of you feel like this is something you're considering moving forward with? Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, we're here for you. Just reach out. Jose, why don't you put your phone number in the chat as well so people can store it if they want to contact you later.
And this is going to be my personal cell phone. There you go.
And even if you don't move forward with the program, my recommendation, implement some of the things we've talked about in the training. Upload your new headshot, right? Start using the DM. The DM is a very powerful tool. Instead of like focusing on creating content, either use a third party like us and just focus on the relationship building side of social media. That's where the money is. Okay, the money is in the relationship building. It's always in the communication. It's always in the follow-up. It's not in the fancy graphics.
Alex and Jose, thank you so much. This has been really great. And the one thing that I did today, which I've never done before, I put a story on Facebook when you were talking.
Yes.
About it. So
Nice.
I learned something too.
All right. Love it. Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, and happy holidays to all. And we will have some new, Alex and Jose will be back with us in 2025, and we'll have some other exciting breakfast with benefits coming up, probably, by mid-January. early February, after everybody gets back from the holidays and gets settled in again for the new year. But thank you all.
Thank you. Wishing everyone a happy
Happy
holiday
holidays,
season,
everybody.
and can't wait to meet with you all one-on-one.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.